Howdy folks, I have received a few goodies recently, which is super fun for me. The latest are these bitter Housewife Dead Guy Chicory bitters. They're from right here in beautiful Portland, Oregon. Let's see how we like them. So the story goes like this. My friend Zach, who is also your friend, he did a video recently about these bitters because they also sent him a bottle. I commented on that video that I was surprised they didn't reach out to me to give me bitters since we are both from Portland. And what do you know? They saw that comment and they did reach out to me. They didn't even have to mail me the bitters. Dan, who is the operations manager of this operation, just swung by the house and dropped him off on the porch one day because that's how close he is to me. Anyway, the Bitter Housewife was formed by Genevieve Brazelton, who makes the bitters, and her husband Dan Brazelton does the sort of operations. He's who came by and gave me these bitters. I've used their bitters before. I really like them. They have a cardamom one that I've got here that I like a lot. At work we have a lime coriander that is pretty cool. I also use their orange bitters pretty much exclusively. Quick sidebar about orange bitters. For a long time, Reagan's orange bitters were sort of the standard. They were kind of the only one available there at the beginning of this cocktail revolution. And I think a lot of people maybe just stuck with using them because they're the ones they had and it seemed like everyone was using them. But I found that I don't really like them very much. They don't really taste like orange to me. They mostly taste like celery, kind of. I just don't get a lot of orange flavor out of them, so I've pretty much stopped using that altogether, and I've switched over to Bitter Housewife because they're local, and I like them, and they taste like orange and a few other things, and they're pretty good. And sidebar. Anyway, back to these bitters. They are made with Rogue Dead Guy whiskey, which is a local whiskey. Rogue makes beer mostly, but they're sort of branched out into making whiskey lately. I haven't really tried that whiskey at all. I'm not sure it has a great reputation around town, but I'm sure it'll do fine as the base for these bitters. By the way, if you're interested in bitters made with Northwest whiskey, Bitter Housewife also makes a hazelnut bitters with Westward as the base, so that's pretty neat too. Westward is a pretty unique and interesting Northwest whiskey that you should try sometime if you never have. Now, if you've watched Zach's video, link below, he doesn't believe in tasting bitters on their own, but you know what? I do believe in it, and I do it all the time. So I'm gonna give these a little taste. What I like to do is just put a little on the back of my hand, give it a lick. They're chocolatey right up front. A little bit of like sort of a coffee, and maybe not as spicy as Angostura, but sort of a little bit of that Angostura-like sort of cinnamony spice to it. Pretty good. I mean, not super overly bitter, but yeah, I like it. Now we are gonna make a drink with these. Zach has already made an old fashioned and a Manhattan, and did he make a Sazerac too? I think he may have done. I'm gonna go ahead and make rum old fashioned because that is one of my favorite drinks, and there's no bitters in an El Presidente, so I'm not gonna make that. For the rum, I'm gonna use up the end of this bottle of Probitas because it's almost empty, and I'd like to make space for the new. Otherwise, it's basically a rum old fashioned. Let's go. All right, we did it. Nice rum old fashioned. I realized too late that I did not have orange, so I just put a lemon peel in there. That's fine. There's no rules that says you have to use an orange. All right, let's give it a taste. Of course, I love a rum old fashioned, and this rum is, familiar to me. I like a bit of that funkiness, but you do get a nice little chocolatey, that sort of chicory flavor, I guess, which is a little bit coffee, a little bit spicy. Delicious. I'll often put Angostura and sometimes a dash of orange in my rum old fashions just for fun, but this is a very nice change of pace and a very good rum old fashioned. These bitters are good. Bitter Housewife knows how to make a good bitters, and what you should do is go out and support a well-meaning, nice small company that's making bitters out of Portland, because it's good to support, small business owners. All right, in the meantime, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.